Hello, everyone. Welcome to Backyard Musings, broadcasting live from Apple Valley. I'm Steve.
I'm Scott.
Thank you for joining us today. This is a special edition, the Inauguration edition. This is an historical moment. President Trump sworn in for a second time, not consecutively.
Right.
It seems like Biden is just going to be a footnote, the president in between Trump's two administrations. Scott, what's your take?
Well, I think it's a great day, and I mean, I've listened to some of his inaugural speech, and it almost sounds like a State of the Union. And so I'm loving it. Yep, I would have. I can't imagine the conversation that he had with Joe on the way over there. That goes, Joe, you pardoned your family this morning, but I'm still going to come after you. So,
that happened 15 minutes before inauguration, so it had not happened in the limousine drive over. It had not happened yet.
Hopefully they don't have to go anywhere together afterwards, because that's what I'd be talking about. So yeah, no, this is unprecedented stuff, and I know they heard a comparison this morning to Gerald Ford's pardon of Richard Nixon, and the pardons and unconditional pardons. I don't think it's quite the same. I don't think anybody
not the same.
Yeah. So
because it's not family. That was a graceful act from president to president. Very graceful.
Yeah, and Nixon, I think, handled it as well as he could. It's interesting. I saw a chart of all the presidents. I guess they did a poll of all the presidents in popularity or effectiveness, I guess. And I'm surprised to see that Biden. We're not surprised to see that Biden was the last. And I can't remember how many they went in our lifetime. So back as far as Jimmy Carter.
Yeah, in our lifetime, he's the worst.
Yeah,
but I think overall he's like second worst. I think behind Johnson from right after the Civil War. I think, or it might be Buchanan. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, you mean all together? Yeah, Buchanan.
Yeah, overall.
Woodrow Wilson was not a good president either. But
yeah.
Either way. So, but anyway, I was really surprised to see that Trump was pretty low on the poll, which I disagree with. And it just interesting how people put things into perspective. So, obviously, I believe still in my lifetime, Ronald Reagan has probably been the most powerful president and done the most. But at the same time, Trump's not too far behind that. And this term, I believe, is going to show that, because he's already going to show
that. So you mentioned before we came on that the IRS director resigned.
Yeah, I heard that the IRS director resigned today.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah. So they're jumping ship already. So it's we'll see how it's going to play out. But I mean, Trump is definitely he's making things happen in the first few minutes, if not hours. So I love it.
And what about so we talked about him pardoning the Biden crime family. IRS jumped. FBI, he resigned already, but that was planned.
Yeah, I think his resignation was effective today, right? Or effective yesterday.
Yeah. Oh. So I think personally, all the people that stood in line clapping for Merrick Garland, they should be identified, and they should be, if there's a downsizing of the DOJ, those people should be first to go. I really think so.
Yeah. So, and let's talk
Ask me why.
Talk about all those people that have been sitting in jail from the January 6th incident, that some of them haven't even had their day in court yet. Those people be considered for that, I think. And I would love to be the person that interviewed some of those people to find out how they were treated and what they went through and how their families have had to deal with that. Another interesting thing to me was that I guess they interviewed Adam Kinzinger, who was on used to be a Republican congressman. I forget what state he was from.
He's from Illinois. Remember, he was on the J6. Remember?
Yeah, he was pardoned, and he made the comment, as bold as it is. He goes, "I didn't do anything wrong, so I don't know why I need to be pardoned." And that's going to be a statement, I think, or a question that's going to be asked by a lot of people. if you all didn't do anything wrong, then why do you need to be pardoned? That's almost like an admission of guilt from the big guy. And somebody also mentioned on a newscast earlier today was this is more for protecting our now ex-president than it is for protecting the people that he's pardoned. Because I think if they were cornered by federal prosecutors, questioned by Senate or congressional leaders, they would probably sing like a canary. So
yeah, but what's to stop them now? Now they can't be prosecuted. You put them in front of a jury and you ask them questions, and they can't plead the fifth because they already have a get out of jail free card. So
right.
they have to sing like canaries. They can't say, "Oh, I didn't remember. Oh, my recollection was." No, and they can't say I plead the fifth because they've already got that immunity.
So, are you telling me and making me feel better that this might turn out to be a good thing for the country and a bad thing for President Biden?
It just might if Biden didn't. I'm not aware that he pardoned himself, so prosecutors could still go after Biden. And I was saying, did I say it to you? No, I said it to my Army buddies. We were texting today, furious back and forth, and I said Trump should go after every person that was on the grift, regardless of political affiliation. Don't care if you're a Whig, if you're a Republican or a Democrat. They should go after everyone and just take them down hard, really hard.
Set a precedent, right? That this just can't be tolerated.
Yeah, I mean, set up an agency that just goes after them. Like Maxine Waters and her daughter, with all the money she gets from campaign financial contributions, go after the daughter. And if she's implicated in it, go after her. Menendez, he's already been, I think, found guilty. So I don't think he got a pardon. But stuff like that, I don't care if you're Republican or Democrat. I really don't care. This nonsense, we need to have a stop to this nonsense.
Yeah. No, it's got to be fixed, and hopefully it'll happen. We'll see. Pam Bondi, I think she's going to be the real deal.
Yeah, talking with a chaplain buddy of mine about the changes that are going to occur today in the Army, and he was looking forward to thinking that there's going to be some changes. He's an LDS chaplain, and he said he was looking forward to there's probably going to be changes because there are woke bullies in the Army.
I saw something also that popped up on my phone or my iPad that said that the morale in the military is on the uprise because of the changes. So that's a good thing. Maybe they'll, because some of the biggest complaints about the military lately have been people aren't signing up, right? They're getting out and not signing up. Well, maybe this will change that direction.
Well, I think that's a part, and I was talking to the chaplain too. I think that's partly because how they eliminated the pension. 2018, Speaker Ryan was spearheaded that effort to get rid of the pension and have the thrift savings, which is like a 401k. But I was telling the chaplain, your average sergeant, staff sergeant, E4, E5, E6, they can't afford to slice off $100 a month into thrift savings, and $100 is nothing. That is nothing in a thrift savings.
Right.
They can't afford it because they're trying to put food on the table for their family, So, yeah. And I told them,
doesn't that also encourage, because when you guys are serving out of country, right, or in country, I guess is how the term is, you get tax-free money, right? You don't. You get
in a combat zone. In the combat zone, it's tax-free up to a certain amount.
Oh, so only combat zones. So if you were staying
in
England or Germany or someplace like that, it's still taxed.
Still taxed, yeah. You still got tax.
So
yeah, and that up to the what the sergeant major of the Army, what his income is, that's what we're tax-free. Anybody who makes more than that, like the colonels and the generals, they've got to pay taxes on the excess amount.
Got it. So anyway, I think it's a great day. I'm looking forward to the next 4 years and see how
the next 2 years. 250th anniversary.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
excited about that.
yeah, that's true. And then, and hopefully things will go well, and we'll break that cycle of the incumbent president having a bad midterm election cycle. So, hopefully we'll build on what he does. And I think some of the things that have happened over the last 30 days, as far as these pardons go, some of the things that have happened in our state to, I would say, a lot of liberal-leaning folks that have changed their mind on things, even though they've been disastrous. Sometimes you have to have those kind of things to make people, change their mindset. I don't know. I think things will happen. So, but
These fires, there's a lot of people making an opinion that because of these Pacific Palisade fires, Democrats are going to get voted out of office because of their bad policies,
let's
from
hope.
local up to state.
Let's hope so.
I
And
think they'll just put in another Democrat, with maybe centric ideals.
Yeah, I don't know. I would hope also that if people are watching from our state specifically, our two senators, which I think are completely pathetic,
The pride of California.
the way that they handled some of those questions in a couple of those confirmations hearings it's despicable. So they need to be cycled out. I mean, like somebody said, we do have term limits in the House and in the Senate, and that's called elections. So we need to make sure we do some research and we know who we're voting for.
Yeah. All right, folks. Thank you for joining us on this special inaugural edition for the inauguration of President Trump. We appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one.
Take care, everyone. Have a good day.